You're watching the English news program on Somaliland National Television with me, Isaac Ahmed. These are the stories making local headlines. Senior political figures of Somaliland applaud President Miscellaneous' decision to not attend the upcoming Somalia-related conference set to take place in the United Kingdom. National Quality Control Agency holds press conference on confiscating expired goods from several private sector businesses. 7 Indian men raped 39-year-old Swiss tourists. President of Somaliland, Miscellaneous, recently addressed Somaliland's official position in regards to participating in a Somalia-related conference expected to take place in coming months. The conference, hostily joined by UK Prime Minister David Cameron and President of neighboring nation Somalia, Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, was acknowledged by President Miscellaneous as a detriment towards national interests. A number of senior government officials as well as major opposition political figures addressed various media outlets on their perspective on President Miscellaneous' decision to not attend the upcoming conference on Somalia affairs. Ali Gure, Vice Deputy Chairman of URID, one of the two opposition political parties, highlighted the importance of the President's decision. He commended the President on holding national interests above all others, while urging that this government continues working towards reiterating Somaliland's rightful recognition on a global platform. Saeed Jama Ali, Vice Deputy Speaker of Somaliland's House of Elders, stated that Somaliland and Somalia are in fact two separate nations, and that for the last 20-odd years, Somaliland has transpired as a beacon of peace and a template of progress for the continent. Basha Mohammed Farah, Deputy Speaker of Somaliland's House of Representatives and a member of the delegation which took part in the London conference on February 2012, stressed the urgency of the President's decision and the significance of holding national interests as the primary concern for this government. Major headlines have been circulating in local media outlets in which an overwhelming number of opposition and ruling party members are unanimously voicing their support for the President's decision to not partake in the upcoming Somalia conference. Minister of Youth, Sports and Tourism, Ali Saeed Regal, granted an exclusive interview to our reporters on the ongoing progress of the nation's sports sector. The minister elaborated on numerous developmental projects occurring throughout the nation with the sole intention of strengthening the nation's sports sector. Minister Ali Saeed Regal stated that local sports tournaments are taking place in several regions, including Oval, Morudicheh and Togdere. He stated that ministry staff as well as external partners are working effortlessly in providing their youth with adequate support and assistance. The minister continued to elaborate on the strong cooperation between diaspora communities and his ministry, in which vast shipments of equipment were acquired by the ministry by members of diaspora communities. The National Quality Control Agency, only established 2 years ago, continues to exhibit its commitment in ensuring citizens are provided with quality goods. Earlier, Chairman of the National Quality Control Agency, Su-17-March-2013, held a press conference on progress made and obstacles faced since taking office. The chairman recently confiscated expired food and medicine from several private sector businesses. He elaborated on the steps taken to ensure that goods being sold within the nation are in fact controlled and monitored. Chairman Su-17-March-2013 also issued a stern message to other businesses intentionally selling expired goods that consequences of such actions are not worth their temporary profit. The National Quality Control Agency intends on establishing a state-of-the-art lab at Berbera Port, which is Somaliland's main import-export hub. The lab would be used to evaluate and administer the quality of imported goods. Chairman Su-17-March-2013 also added that training programs have begun for agency staff to better equip themselves for enormous tasks ahead. You're tuned into the English news program on Somaliland National Television, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news program. And now for international headlines in detail. At least 7 men have raped a 39-year-old Swiss woman camping with her husband in an Indian forest, police say, the latest victim of sexual violence against women in the country. The Swiss woman and her husband were touring the impoverished Madhya Pradesh state by bicycle and were camping overnight in the forest when at least 7 men attacked the couple on Friday night, sexually assaulting the woman and robbing the pair. The couple were on their way to the tourist destination of Agra, home to the iconic Taj Mahal monument in northern India, where they stopped to camp for the night near a village. Indian media reports said the men were wielding sticks when they attacked the couple. After the attack, the victim was admitted to hospital in Gwalior city. Local police official M.S. Dodi said she was conscious on Saturday and speaking to authorities. No other details of her condition were known. Raila Odinga, Kenya's defeated presidential contender, has filed a challenge to his election defeat. As the incumbent Prime Minister submitted the petition in the capital Nairobi on Saturday, police fired tear gas to disperse his supporters who had gathered in front of the Supreme Court where the decision will be made. Lawyers for Odinga called the petition a legitimate legal process that ensures the will of the people is respected. Odinga refuses to accept a slim first-round win by his opponent Uhuru Kenyatta, alleging collision between the president-elect and the Electoral Commission. Meanwhile, a public prayer service to pray for a peaceful outcome to the disputed election result on Sunday has been cancelled. Police revoked the public gathering license for the Uhuru Park event, slated to be attended by Kenyatta and William Ruto, his deputy. The Cyprus government has postponed an emergency session of parliament to discuss a levy on bank savings imposed to partially fund an international bailout needed to stave off bankruptcy. State television said that Sunday's parliamentary debate was postponed to ensure MPs were fully aware of the situation and were better informed. All meetings were postponed until Monday, the Cyprus news agency reported. Earlier, the president of Cyprus postponed an informal meeting of legislators called for Sunday morning. The privately run Sigma TV said the president was struggling to secure even a simple majority for the necessary legislation in parliament, in which his right-wing Disi party holds just 20 of the 56 seats. Several parties in the 56-member chamber, where no party has an absolute majority, were meeting on Sunday morning to formulate positions over the bank levy. 3 parties have already said they will not back the plan. Thank you for watching. That's the end of our news. Until next time, goodbye.